morning, everyone, and welcome to another session of reflections. You remember about this time last week, after we were done with our cooking class, I brought you out to the garden. If you remember, and if you don't remember, just go back to the videos, the Facebook or YouTube, and look at what the garden looked like last week. If you will move a little closer. Last week, you will remember that there was just this part here that we had planted and over the week we transplanted some things more, so we have more stuff on this bigger bed right here, and you can see that the things are doing really well. Sometime during the week somebody brought me kale, and I planted my kale right here. You can move closer so we can see the kale. They brought me kale, so we have kale there. I believe we have lots of tomatoes. This over here, we have different kinds of peppers. And also we planted some eggplants. Now, if you remember last week as well, I showed you this. Last week there was nothing in here. It was just like this because we got some seeds and we tried planting some okra and some additional vegetables. We'll just give them a little time to do a little better, and then we will transplant them into the garden. So in another 2 months or two, I'll have lots of vegetables to eat fresh from my garden. I've got spinach, I've got what we call ewedu, but they also call it jute leaves. The Liberians call it palava. After they make it, they call it the palava sauce. So we've got eggplants, we've got different kinds of peppers, red bell pepper, habaneros, all kinds of peppers we have then. And we have different kinds of tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, plum tomatoes, Roma potatoes, all of that we've got planted here. And so encouraging you still have a little time. If you will start today, just go and get 1 or 2 little things, just plant them. It's very fulfilling. And just being able to go out into your garden and get something fresh, it makes you feel really good. The children will love it. It will help them do some little outdoor work, get them off those games, get them off those videos, especially now that you really can't go out and socialize. It's a little better now, but you still have to watch it and be careful how you go, where you go, and not stay in the midst of too many people. So we are good to go here. So have a wonderful time today, because we are going over to Caroline's kitchen. She's going to teach us how to make the oven-baked moi moi. Oven-baked moi moi, we can call it the bean pie. It's made from beans with some onion, some red pepper, if you want, some tomatoes, a little oil, salt, just very basic ingredients. And then to make it a little more exciting, if you like, you can boil eggs and slice into the mixture, or you can add some fish, some already cooked fish, some already cooked chicken, whatever it is that you really like, you can add it to it. But instead of traditionally we use the leaves to make them, but during this period, or some people use foil paper to wrap it up. We stopped using foil paper a while back because of health situations. We thought that maybe it might not be too healthy to use foil to cook the moi moi, because we couldn't get the kind of traditional leaves that we used to cook it here. But during this pandemic, we couldn't get the leaves. So one morning, Carol just brought me this thing in a nice little dish, and I said, "What's this?" She said, "It's moi moi. It's baked moi moi." I said, "You need to teach me how to make this." So she's going to teach you how to make that this morning. So you don't need foil paper, you don't need leaves. So we are going over to Caroline's kitchen now. I call her Carol. She's a lovely young lady, very lovely, and she'll teach us how to. And she's a good cook. She keeps me well stocked up. Whenever I travel, before I come back, my kitchen is loaded up with some nice stuff from Carol. So you'll enjoy being with her in the kitchen today. So over to you, Caroline, and welcome to today's reflections. It's Fumi Obilano. Be blessed as you listen.